everyone. Today, I will be presenting the next part of our assignment, which is titled Healthy Minds and Healthy Lives. And we are from Group 17. My name is Kugan, and my group members are Muhammad Imran bin Tayyib Mazlan, Asfarina, Lily, and Eric. As for the project period and evaluation framework, the first year on year zero will be the construction period. So on that year, we'll be designing the program and we'll be planning how the program is going to be run. Will be and then the production of awareness materials as well as workshops, booth, and voluntary training will be held on this year. Since our project doesn't involve any building or constructions, our first year will be the impact period. So from the impact period, we will be studying the behavioral changes of the students, and then we will seek to increase the help-seeking behavior among the students, as well as academic retention benefits. And the project duration for our project is around 6 months. Tangible costs on the construction period, we'll be spending around 2,000 ringgit on printing posters and banners, 1,500 for workshop materials. A total of 6 events will be held, and around 500 ringgit will be spent on refreshments. 1,000 ringgit will be spent on booth setups, and 1,500 ringgit on volunteer materials, as well as 1,000 ringgit on miscellaneous costs. So the total amount estimated for the year zero will be around 10,000 ringgit. As for the impact period on year one, we'll be spending around 1,000 ringgit on ongoing digital promotions and 500 ringgit on evaluation and reporting. So the total we'll be spending here will be around 1,500 ringgit, and the total tangible cost for this project will be around 12,000 ringgit. So the tangible cost benefits for the sponsorship and partnership support will be around 5,000 ringgit, and avoided costs from reduced dropouts estimated will be around 5,000 ringgit, and a total of 10,000 ringgit will be spent for total tangible benefits in year one.
Okay, so I will continue the presentation on intangible costs. So first of all, intangible cost is basically the non-monetary negative impacts that cannot be measured. So for our project, the intangible cost is as follows. So for the time period of one, the first negative impacts is the time opportunity cost of student volunteers, where it will be internal in terms of the stakeholder. And the indicator method is based on hours spent beyond academic time. And the unit that are used for measuring is hour. And the amount would be 20 ringgit per unit. And the total unit would be 50, which would amount to the total of 1,000. So the next negative impacts would be the emotional fatigue among peer supporters. And this is also internal in terms of the stakeholder. And the indicator or method would be supervision or debriefing sessions. And the unit that we'll be using, will be session. So per unit, this will be 100 ringgit per unit. The total unit that will be used will be 5, which would amount to the total of 500. So the total intangible cost would be 1,500 ringgit. Next would be the intangible benefits. So the intangible benefits is basically the non-monetary positive impacts that can be gained from this project. So the benefits are as follows. So for the first benefit would be improve student mental well-being, where the stakeholder will also be internal. The indicator that are used will be the reduction in stress-related cases. The unit that will be used will be student. Amount per unit will be 200. The total would be 50. And finally, the total amount would be 10,000. So the second positive impacts would be reduce stigma and increase help seeking. This is also internal in terms of the stakeholder. The indicator will be an increase in counseling utilization. The unit that will be used will be case. Amount per unit would be 100. Total unit will be 50, and the total amount would be 5,000. So last but not least would be the improved engagement. The stakeholder will be internal. The indicator method that will be used will be reduce absenteeism and burnout. The unit will be student. The amount per unit will be 100. Total unit that will be used will be 50. That will amount to the total amount of 5,000 ringgit. So the total intangible benefits that can be gained from this project would be to 20,000 ringgit in total.
Now we start for the original cash flow tables. For the first startup years, we spent about 30,000 ringgit to set up the project, which is included poster, workshop, measurements, booths, and volunteers materials. And for the first year, the projects bring benefit worth like 30,000 ringgit. For tangible benefit, we have 10,000 ringgit, which is included sponsorship and avoided drop-off costs. We also have the intangible benefit, which is 30K for the better student well-being and more counseling use and for creating a less stigma. So overall benefit is 30K and bigger than the cost production, which is 2K. Next. So now we calculate about the cash flow with the net benefit. So how to calculate the net benefit is a total benefit minus with total cost. So we spent about 12K and net. So that's mean the total cost for that is 12K lah. After that, for the year one, we gain 30K and total net benefit is 18K. So the conclusion is the project make more than it costs, financially stable. And now next.
Okay, so now I will present the methods used in feasibility study. So the methods that we use here will determine whether our project is feasible or not. So first we do the payback period, and then we will talk about the benefit cost ratio. Then we will talk about return on investment, net profit value, not net present value, and IRR. Okay, go to the first one. Okay, so the payback period. Payback period measures the length of time required for a project to recover its initial investment from its net cash flow. This indicates how quickly a project can get back its initial investment lah. Okay, so in our case, our initial investment is 12,000, and then our annual net cash flow is 30,000. So the project can recover its initial investment within the first year in itself. So this shows that it has a low financial risk. Next one. Okay, so next one is benefit cost ratio. So the benefit cost ratio compares the total benefits of a project to its total cost. This ratio evaluates whether the benefits generated by the project exceeds the total cost incurred. So our total benefits will be 30,000 ringgit, and our total cost will be 12,000 ringgit. So our benefit cost ratio will be 2.5. So this shows when the cost ratio is above 1, it indicates that the project is economically feasible and beneficial. Next one. Okay, next we go to return on investment. So return on investment measures the efficiency of an investment by showing the percentage return relative to its initial cost. So as you can see, that's the formula. Our total benefits is 30,000. Our total cost is 12,000. So our ROI is 150%. Okay, so we can go to the next one. Okay, so net present value. So net present value measures the difference between the present value of the benefits and the present value of costs, taking into account the time value of money. So, okay. So our total cost here will be 30,000 minus the initial investment. Sorry, our benefit will be 30,000 minus the initial investment, and our NPV will be 16,000 ringgit 16,571 ringgit and 43 cents. Okay, so the positive NPV indicates that the project adds value and should be accepted. Okay, we can go to the next slide. Okay, so internal rate of return. So internal rate of return is the discount rate at which the net present value of a project equals to 0. It represents the project's expected rate of return. Okay, so based on the formula here, our expected rate of return is 150%. So since the IRR is significantly higher than the discount rate, the project is financially viable. Okay, so now we can go to the next part, which will be presented by Asfarina.
So for the recommendation is firstly is financial analysis. The result of ROI is 150% and payback lower than 1 year. For the recommendation is project is financially viable due to low cost and high return. Next is strategic fit. The result is high alignment with Unima's well-being goals. For the recommendation is support holistic student development and campus sustainability. And then for the customer and stakeholder impact, is the result is campus is wide reach and high social impact. For the recommendation is which is proceed due to urgent student mental health needs. And lastly is risk and feasibility. The result is low and moderate risk and high feasibility. For the recommendation is risk manageable through peer support and strong promotion. That's our group. Thank you.